everyone, welcome. Day 3. A flare obviously can last for maybe 1 day. It could also last for 6 months, maybe more. And it's really important to remember that we're here to nurture that flare and make sure that it goes quickly but without us shooing it away, if that makes sense. And even MS relapse, chronic pain, fatigue, they're all flares, right? They are. And it's really important that we just don't shoo them away, because they'll come back quicker the next time. That's how I find. So day 3 for me, got a absolutely banging headache. So you're going to see a lot of dribbling probably from me, and we're just going to do some moves that are going to restore the body, and we could all be hurt in different places. Like, I've got a headache doesn't mean that you guys are going to have a headache. Like, you could have feet problems, like foot pain, through flares. Like, anything can happen. Some of my people with lupus can have organ failure right now, you know. There could be blood conditions that are going on, there could be nerve pain going on, there could be muscle and bone aches like my arthritis lot, and we have nerve damage, nerve inflammation. So we're all in this together, and it's good. We're connected tribe, and we just work through this together, and we wish everyone well, because when we wish everyone well, it happens, you know. It's important. Okay, so I'm gonna have my hot water bottle today for my face, and the poses that we're doing, they're not for any specific condition or specific pain in parts of the body, but we're just do hopefully all of them throughout the week. And yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and please come on to my Facebook channel, Spoonie Yoga, and my Instagram channel, Spoonie Yoga. Let's begin. Okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to bring the bolster in. Remember, if you don't have a bolster, no worries. You can literally get 3 pillows and wrap them around with a hard, long towel, okay? Hot water bottle if you need one. Oh, saviour. I would choose this more than my husband any day. if I had to choose one, and it would always be the hot water bottle. I'm sure you agree with me, ladies. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring the pillows or your bolster. We're going to take it to the bottom, and we're literally going to bring the legs on top of the pillows, the bolster. Some of you might need to just wriggle in, get nice and comfortable, and then we're going to put our hands out to the side, okay, so the palms are facing towards the ceiling. And if you do want a hot water bottle, just pause the video and come back to us if you have one. It's always good to make sure that you have everything in the room before class as well. It's a good routine to have. Okay, so if you do suffer from lower back pain, just be a bit careful if you have had any injections from epidural damage, any spinal cord block in your back that has caused your back damage, then I suggest that you put your legs flat on the bed without the pillows if it starts to ache, okay? I only know this because that's what I have. And everything else I've got a list. Okay, so get nice and comfortable, wriggling in. And if you do have a hot water bottle, please make sure that there's only a little bit in there because you don't want it to blow up in your face. It would just be tragic. Okay, so 3 deep big breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth 3 times. Just stimulating the nervous system, waking it up a little bit, giving it a message that it needs to start relaxing. Just double checking to make sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed and that your tongue is on the roof of your mouth, letting the jaw go. And then for the first part, we're just doing a body scan like we did yesterday. So we're checking from the tip of our toes all the way up to our skull of our head, and we're just seeing if there's any pain, any aches that are going on in the flare, in the relapse that we're having right now, any chronic pain, any chronic illness. So just scanning to the tip of your toes and finding the area where you feel the most in pain. And just staying with this pain, just like we did yesterday. We're just listening to the pain. We're just nurturing the pain, just by being there in the present moment. You know, the door is shut. You might have kids. You might have a busy lifestyle. You might have work, but your bedroom door is shut. So now it's just you, your body and your mind. So we can recharge. So we can recharge ourselves. So we can restore ourselves. So we can relax our body and mind. So we can give ourselves special self-care, just like we would in a massage parlour. Or reflexology or something along the lines. We're doing the same thing to ourselves. You know, Especially if you're in the UK, nothing's open right now. So this is your time. So close that door, shut the door. Even if there's no one in your house, it's good to just shut that door and just let everything leave you behind. Just noticing that pain, feeling, just feeling it. Not giving it any questions like, why are you there? It's just not worth it to do. It doesn't release the pain, if that makes sense. So just feeling. I'll give you 5 minutes just to feel, and anything that comes into your mind. So, you know, any drama, any family issues, any work issues, just let them float past in your mind. Just let them go and bring your awareness back to feeling the pain. Okay, well done. Keep going. Just really, really gently if you can. Um, You might want to get your arms to support you by turning your head to the other direction and then putting your arms back down afterwards, just to protect your back and your neck. And then go back to just feeling the pain. First of all, giving it a bit of a score number. How was it? How was it before we started? And how does it feel at this moment in time? The score pain. And then go back to just feeling the pain. And not judging it. We're not getting anything out of this, and we're not judging it. We're just being with it. So don't expect anything. Just be with it. Remember, leave all those weird and wonderful thoughts that are going around in your brain and keep bringing it back to just feeling the pain. So we're going to bring the forearms back up to protect our body, and we're going to roll. Okay, we're going to roll off of the bolster, roll off of the, I nearly rolled off the bed then, so be careful. Roll off of the pillows until you're on your back, and then come into a fetal position. It's like when we're little babies in a fetal position on the sides of our bodies. And then we're going to slowly roll ourselves up. And please excuse me because my face is facing the other way to the camera, so I'll come over now. It's just gone. I don't know about you and your conditions, but right now I got no headache that quick as well. It's pretty amazing. So see what your pain's doing right now. Always be aware when we're in these classes. Be aware of how you're feeling and what's going on for you. Okay, so I'm gonna do a legs up pose, and some of you are gonna be like, what? I can't do that. But don't worry, because there are some alternatives which actually do the same thing as legs up. So it's completely up to you what you want to do. I will show you a couple of steps how you can do them, and whatever feels right for you, then you do that. Remember, you can always pause. Some of you might need a chair for this one. See how it goes. Watch me first, and then if you feel that you need a chair, you can pause and go and get one. Okay, so let's start with the first alternative, and that's legs on a chair. Okay, so I'll just get my chair. You can see there, okay, my chair. So what we do is we bring pillows onto the chair, okay, and you're literally, so that's my big pillows, and I'm going to bring my legs up on the chair and I'm just going to relax them, okay? So that's the first alternative pose. If you've got loads of pillows, please go for it until your legs are up like that if you can. Have a play around and see what you can do. We want them above the heart, really, the legs, okay? So see what you can do. You might need to get your husband, your wife, your partner, your spouses, your kids, your mum, your dad, your nan, I don't know, anyone in the house to help you with the pillows. You might need to get help with that. Really, I should just say carer in a way, because I have carers, you know, like around the house. Okay, so that's the first movement. I'm just going to roll up, and the second one is we're going to just grab one pillow, one tiny pillow, and we're going to place it onto our bottom, and we are going to lift the legs up like so. Now this can be actually quite hard. This is actually quite hard for me. And it hurts my hamstrings, but for some people they really like it. It's not, if we're good at yoga, it doesn't work like that. It's how we're born. It's your anatomy. You know, I have got the biggest, widest birth hips ever, but I can't do like forward stretches and things like that. I just can't get down. And it's not because I haven't done this or practice, it's because my pelvis won't let me go down there, because that's the way I was born. And if I try to go down there any further, my pelvis will crack. So when you go to yoga, please remember that. Never a competition. Competition is, in any yoga, competition is listening to your body and staying in the present moment. That is the competition. Loving you and loving and accepting what you can do. That is amazing. Okay, so the other alternative which you can do, which I like, you can give it a go. Some of my students who are on wheelchairs and walking sticks and crutches actually like this pose as well. So just because you have like mobility issues doesn't mean that you might not be able to do it, because my friends can basically. So you can give this a go, which is getting the bolster or the pillows, whatever you have there, and placing it just above the hips. It takes a bit of a while to get into. You can do it like how I did, or you can sit on it and then come down, and then your legs go up in the air like so. Because the bolster is there supporting your back, your legs just naturally go up. So that's another go. Or there's one more. See, aren't I good giving you? I'm used to it. I'm used to doing all the alternatives. A wall, perfect. Okay, so that's the last one. So you could bring your bottom up to the side of the wall, and then you swing yourself over. But try to get your bottom as close to the wall as you possibly can. So for me, that was quite gappy, so that's better. So you could do this as well. So there's four that you can try. Okay, now for me, I am going to use my bolster because it's the most comfortablest, and in restorative yoga, the more you relax, the more you're going to restore. So that's the one that I'm going to do. So playing around, see, this is what I mean, sitting on there, and you feel like you're going to fall quite far, but you don't. You feel like you're going to fall off of a building. Okay, so playing around, getting in your position. And I'm going to tell you exactly what this pose does. Okay, so gently closing your eyes, 3 deep big breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth 3 times, bringing your hands down to the side if you haven't already. Okay, so relaxing those shoulders, bringing the shoulders down, making sure that they're nice and heavy. Bringing your arms out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. If you have rice socks, then you can place those in the palms of your hands. You can even place one on your eyes if you fancy it. Then you can place a hot water bottle either under your head or on your belly, on your chest, wherever you feel that you would like it. I mean, even, you know, you might not have a hot water bottle, but if you do, there's so many options with my yoga, so many. It's all about you, baby. Okay, so placing the tongue on the root of the mouth, letting the jaw dangle as much as you can. Okay, so I do teach a lot of ex-nurses and a couple of ex-nurses, a midwife, an occupational therapist, a physiotherapist, and you know, we have to do first aid still and things like that. And it wasn't that long ago, and you might remember yourself doing first aid at work, but when you was teaching, like when you were learning first aid, if someone was having a cardiac arrest or a heart attack, to lift the legs up over the heart. And this is because the blood, which is leaving your feet, and the blood is actually going through the veins. The arteries stop pumping because in our legs, because they're upright. So the arteries are having a break, which is nice for the arteries. The blood is trickling down the veins, and the blood is going to our organs and our heart. So we're getting a nice, if you think about it, a nice bloody detox. And organs absolutely love being soaked in blood. Really, really good for people with restless leg syndrome, or hey, something that I have. Very, very annoying, can absolutely ruin your whole entire life. But this is a really good pose to do, 20 minutes in the evening. Very good. It's a life changer, and you should think about doing it. So just gently closing your eyes, and I want you to imagine the blood that is trickling down your veins in your legs, from the tip of your toes, and the legs trickling, and the blood is trickling in the veins, trickling down. And it could be passing the knees. And if you have Raynaud's disease or nerve damage, and you start getting pins and needles, then please put your legs on the chairs, okay? And that's for anyone who does get pins and needles. It's not nice. So put your legs down on chairs. You might have a poor blood circulation, so just put them down, because it all does the same thing. So the blood is trickling down our thighs now, and the blood is going through our ovaries, our private parts inside, our womb, and then our bladder, our bowels, and then our small intestine, our large intestine, our colon, Our pancreas, kidneys, liver, gallbladder if you have one, the spleen, the appendix if you have one, and whatever else is in there. I can't think on the top of my head because of my flares. I'm not that good. This is so nice. And if you do suffer from nerve damage and your legs aren't tingly, and just try and stay in this pose because you'll feel a nice stretch going on in the in the nervous system, especially the cord, the spinal cord. Or if you suffer with like sciatica, and it's just such a good pose. So really, you should think about doing it 20 minutes a day. Anyone with nerve damage, heart issues, organ issues, so the lupus gang, MS issues, because that's all the nerves, nearly everything. We should be doing this as much as possible. It's got so many health benefits. Just closing your eyes, and you might be able to feel the if your legs are up like mine, you might be able to feel the blood now going into your face and your head and your brain. So the blood is going to your brain, and the blood loves, the brain loves blood. You wouldn't think it because you think it likes to be upright, where it doesn't really get as much blood as the other organs in our body. But the brain absolutely loves blood. And water. You should always drink lots and lots of water. Apparently the brain wants 70% of water in its brain. So really important for us guys. How are you getting on, guys? Some of you might absolutely love it and think, why haven't I been doing this? And then some of you might be like, struggling. But if you are, just go on a chair. Think about your happy place. While we're here, think about happy memories, happy peaceful ones. Nothing that's going to be too demanding, but peaceful, happy things, like small things, like maybe there's a child in your family, their laughter or their smile, or maybe it's your mum saying mum things, like just think of the small things that make you happy. And I won't lie to you, but doing this pose, the one that I'm in, when the blood rushes to your face, it does make you younger. It does make you look younger as well. It really does. Just feeling the body. What's your pain score? Just feel if there's anything that actually feels nice on the body right now. Okay, so going to gently wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. If you're in a chair, stay there a minute. Just need to direct, bring in the others down with the legs. Okay, so if you've got your feet up like mine, we'll start with you guys first. We're going to slowly bend the knees right down, and then we're going to roll off the pillows, off the bolster, into our fetal position. And then take your time, really slowly walking yourself up. Now I just want to go to the wall, people. If you're on the wall, we're going to bend the knees and the feet are going to go down the wall. Stay in there for a moment. And then we're going to go into a fetal position. And you're going to notice when you get up that the wall is totally in the way when you're trying to get up. So really embrace yourself. You're going to have to work those tummy muscles just while you get up, okay? And so bring the tummy muscles in and lift yourself up. Okay, so or you might have to wriggle up a bit, just wriggle around a bit like a worm. It's all right, we can't see you. And then if you are on the chair, just getting over to my chair, then you'll bring in the knees into the stomach. So tuck your knees into your stomach and then roll over into a fetal position. And then everyone just slowly bringing yourself up, making the head go last off the bed. And then we're just going to come down and lay down. Okay, I'm going to lay down in Savasana. So you might need your heavy weighted blanket, so you might want to pause. You might want your hot water bottles. And then doing your 3 deep big breaths, resetting, stimulating the nervous system. Placing the tongue on the root of your mouth, letting that jaw go, melting into the bed. Melt yourself, just let go. We're just going to do, some of you might have never done a meditation before, but I will totally guide you through it. It's nothing scary, nothing to worry about. It's really, really good for your body, really good, because it just, it's the most relaxingest, the relaxingest thing that you can do for the body and mind, okay? And I will teach you how. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the tip of our toes, and we're just going to have this like gratitude of meditation. We're just going to be grateful for what works in our body, because we have to start focusing about positivity with the body, and we have to start loving what we have. No, I don't feel that I need to explain why. I think you get it, you know, otherwise you wouldn't be here. You want to help your body, and that's why you're here. So really getting yourself nice and comfy, and I want you to focus on your toes, and I just want you to figure out in your own mind why you are grateful for your toes. So for example, I'm talking to my toes right now, okay? So I'm saying, I'm grateful for you, toes, because you help me to balance when I walk, and I love you for that. Okay, so I want you to do the same. And so at the start say, I am grateful, and then at the end, I love you for that. Okay, so let's do the toes first. And then when you're ready, your feet. I am grateful for you, my feet, because and I love you for that. And then your ankles. I love you, ankles, because no, I I am grateful for you, ankles, because and I love you for that. And then your calves. Okay, so your lower legs, your calves and your shins and your bones in, you know, the whole of the lower leg. Why are you grateful? I am grateful for you, my lower legs, because and I love you for that. And now your knees. I am grateful for you, my knees, because and I love you for that. And now the tops of your legs and your bottom. I'm grateful for the top of you, my legs, and my bottom, because and I love you for that. Now your pelvis, your hips, your womb, your vagina, or your penis, your sexual organs, your bowels, your bladder, everything in that area, okay? I am grateful because and I love you for that. Now we're going to do the lower part of our stomach, the lower part of our back, all the way up to the rib cage, okay? So all the organs, the lower back, the belly, the middle of the back, the ribs, the skin. I'm grateful because and I love you for that. Then from our ribs to the middle part of the back, all the way up to the top of our shoulders. I am grateful because think about your lungs, your heart, your esophagus, your shoulders, your bones, your skin, your blood, your cells, everything that could be in this part of the body. I am grateful because And I love you for that. And then from your shoulders all the way down to the tip of your fingers, I am grateful because and I love you for that. Now back to our shoulders, going all the way up to the skull of our head, thinking about your brain, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, everything in this area. I am grateful because and I love you for that. Just want to give you a massive viral hug. I want you to give yourself a hug, please. For you, for me, give yourself a hug, give yourself a pat. And I want you to say, and I love you for that. And really love yourself for being here. You've got you, right? You've got you. And you're going to turn over. You've got you. I've got you. You might have me. And that's the main thing. Turn over into a fetal position. And if you want, you can stay here. Because I know for some of you it's hard to sit on the beds. If you want, you can stay here. And if you want, you can come up into a seated position by rolling the body. Much love, and you're doing absolutely amazing. And just closing your eyes before you go and feeling your pain score right now, feeling how you're feeling emotionally. Make sure that you click on the bell so you know when our next video is coming out tomorrow. Make sure that you like and subscribe as well to keep us going, and see you tomorrow. Much love.